One of our viewers has written in, every lotto has a social cause. And does O Millionaire have one?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's really important that people understand that lottery is not gambling. I mean, lottery is a different story. Lottery is part of hope.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the O Millionaire podcast. I have someone very special with me. He's one of 3 lotto game designers in the world, and he is here to share everything you need to know behind the world of lotteries and the green initiative behind it, Oasis Park.
Thank you, Maradona, for the introduction. I love to be here again with you and
Always a pleasure to be here with you.
talk about the topics we have. It's so many so far, I love it to talk about this because it's obviously it's our life, right?
Absolutely. Today's topic goes from tickets to trees. One of our viewers has written in, every lotto has a social cause. And does O Millionaire have one?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's really important that people understand that lottery is not gambling. I mean, lottery is a different story. Lottery is part of hope. And when we are looking at the big lotteries, the worldwide biggest lotteries, even like Powerball, for example, in the US, or Lotto in Germany, or Camelot in the UK, all these lotteries have a good cause.
All of them?
All of them. I mean,
Okay.
when a lottery doesn't have a good cause, then something is odd, I would say. I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah.
So
maybe, yeah.
And we are doing this. The governments. Let's say that the governments do this because they generate money for causes. They don't have the budget out of the tax income.
Okay.
So, for example, in England, they renovate the churches and do something for the museums. In Germany, it's for the youth sports. Supporting the clubs, the smaller clubs. Then a lot of times it's for education, of course.
Okay.
So everybody literally has a good cause.
Great. And you also mentioned that there's a clear difference between lottos and gambling.
Yeah, gambling usually doesn't have a good cause.
Never.
It's just making money for the shareholders. Sorry to say,
Okay.
but and there is no limit, right? I mean, a lottery you cannot get poor because, usually you buy a ticket or 2 or maybe 5. The prices are fairly cheap. I mean, it's not an investment.
Yeah.
It's really that people, every income kind of people can participate. It's from more or less from literally jobless to the billionaires, right?
From every strata of society.
So it doesn't matter. It's and back to the question. Yes, O Millionaire, of course, has a good cause.
Okay.
And what we do, as you mentioned in your first sentence, we are planting trees.
Correct.
So now, and let me tell you a little bit about the idea what we had when we started this. There was when we were creating the lottery, or let's say I always had the idea, let's start from the other side. I always had the idea of doing something good for the planet because everybody is discussing global warming and the CO2 pollution in the air, and far too less people are doing something for it. In our community, by the way, the O Millionaire community, sometimes we get even pictures from people that are planting trees in the garden and they identify themselves with O Millionaire and the green idea. This was our idea. Now, when we started the whole thing, we said okay, how do we do it? And our past was starting from Oman.
Okay.
And they have huge desert areas. So since I'm German, I said okay, so what do we do? Trees is amazing for storing CO2.
Correct.
Because in the branches and the roots and the trunk, everywhere, to build wood, the tree needs the CO2. I mean, we can take a podcast maybe to talk about technical stuff in this case, right? But in this way, I mean, it's like it needs it to breathe, and the C is staying in the tree, and the O is the fresh air we are breathing.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I'm German.
Okay.
So then we have the Black Forest in Germany. Most people know the Black Forest just from the cakes.
Yeah, very
But
tasty.
now there is a real forest. I mean, it's I don't know, like how many 100,000 years old.
Okay.
And it's round about 6,000 square kilometers.
Oh, wow.
So I said I want 1/5 from this, which is like 1,200 square kilometers. And in a desert, it sounds huge, right? And it is huge. But I mean, in the desert, it's not. It's only like 30 by 40 kilometers, for example. So, I mean, that means like you drive, when you drive at average speed, like in 20 minutes, you have the length, and another 15 minutes, like the small side. But out of this, we did the calculation and said like, okay, how many trees can we fit in this? And it's not just, you cannot just plant tree next to tree. I mean, there has to be a distance. We also want to have like different trees, not always the same. And it has to be a tree that has heavy wood.
Okay.
Like a palm tree, for example. I mean, it can be big, but it doesn't store that much CO2.
Yeah.
So as harder and heavier the wood is, as more CO2 is in
Stored,
this.
yeah.
Okay. So coming from the Black Forest, 6,000 square kilometers to 1,200 square kilometers, we figured out that we can plant around about 60 million trees in this area, which is huge. And
Is that the goal?
that's the goal. Yeah.
Okay.
We like, I mean, unit areas for all the maintenance, let's say. I mean, the trees need water in a desert, right?
True.
I'm coming to this in a second. And so you have like some areas, and maybe you want people to come, and like rest areas or something like that. You need a couple of roads. Obviously, you need some access for the firefighters if something happens, and all these kind of things you have to consider. So 60 million trees is the goal. We changed the whole thing into Oasis Parks. So we are not doing this in one spot anymore, only. So we are going to different locations and plant trees or these parks. And we call it Oasis Park because we want people to come and visit when it's nice to look at. I mean, right now the trees are growing, but it takes a couple of years. And now 60 million trees can hold about 1.44 million tons of CO2.
Okay.
That's, I mean, if you're looking in modern countries, I mean, in India, for example, I mean, it's whatever, 1/100%, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, we are doing something, and we are trying to be part of it. And as long as the tree is growing, it absorbs every year these 1.4 million tons, right? Well, all trees together, not just one. And you are from India, for example. I mean, and we are planting trees in India. But in India, it's a little bit easier because, like we are not talking about desert, we are talking more like reforesting. That means like we don't need to water the trees and stuff like that.
Yeah, or there's like a lot of mangrove areas.
Right. So in India, it's nice. We have the whole villages are participating and planting the trees. I've seen photos where people are on the motorcycles, like the guy with a backpack has like whatever, I don't know, 50 trees in his in his bag. So it's a nice thing. We are doing this also in UAE.
Okay.
We had here a tree planting on a farm from a very nice and polite and sweet Emirati. We were talking to the Ras Al Khaimah government to get an area, and we have already pre-signed contracts, let's say. It takes time. I mean, to do this, right? But we do not want to buy the land. We plant the trees, and the trees are, as I said, I mean, as long as the tree is healthy or is not burning, I mean, the CO2 stays in the wood.
Yeah.
So it's really taking it out.
Also, Oasis Park was recently a part of COP28.
Yes, I was speaking about it because, obviously it's one of the biggest environmental shows in the world every year, and there are so many good ideas, and that's where I realized that our idea, our concept of planting trees, and everybody can plant trees, by the way. I mean, it's not like everybody can do it. Well, not everybody. Everybody with a garden. If you're living in a skyscraper, it's a little bit difficult. But yeah, and I was talking about that the Millionaire, the green lottery, is the funding for this Oasis Park.
Okay.
And it's not like having sponsors, like where they put the money and then we plant a few trees and then we are running out of money and then, the trees are dying or I don't know, we cannot go on. The constant funding is necessary to have a project that lasts for years, and this tree planting stuff is something not for the next 5 years. The trees are probably growing the next 40 years. So yeah. And that was like really, people understood that, right? And we had a really nice response from the UN, even some people from the UN were listening. So, and if we come up with more ideas like that, then this planet can be a lot better. And as I said, I mean, we are taking care of environment, which is like very rare in the lottery industry as a good cause. I would say all causes are always important. I mean, in the area where they are. But I think that our idea is very unique and it's fun for the people. And it's, we have a group of people in Nigeria that also like planting trees in Africa. Then, and when you plant trees, we were like, when we did the concept of this, the Oasis Park, it's not, I mean, if you plant trees in the desert, it's not the tree. The first thing what you need in a desert, guess? It's a fence.
Okay.
It's a fence because you have the goats and the wild animals and the camels, I mean, if they can target a fresh tree probably from 20 miles away, and then the next morning you're coming, you have no trees left. So you need a fence, and then it's a lot of technology behind it as well, because the watering for the trees in our concept is coming from so-called AWGs, atmospheric water generators.
Okay.
We have, by the way, one in the office, a small one, like for the office, and it's generating the water literally from the atmosphere, from the air.
Humidity in the air. Okay, wow.
So it's amazing. And you have no idea. I mean, even so, you think like the desert is dry and hot and whatever. That's partly true because hot air can hold much more water than cold air. That means if you have like whatever, 50 degrees and 10% humidity might be better than 0 degrees, and 60% humidity.
And can companies come and be a part of Oasis Park directly?
Yes, actually, yes. We are having this concept of people, or when people want to support us, companies, and they get like this label for Oasis Park label, so they can say like in the advertising, okay, we are doing something green, and reduce our carbon footprint. We are even planning another idea for the future, some Oasis Park token, where people can also like be part, because I mean, we have assets. I mean, the trees are assets, right? The machines are assets. I mean, we need a solar park to run the machines, of course. We are taking the machines because we do not want to take the groundwater that might harm the next oasis or a village who is living from the groundwater. We want to not to use the environment now we want to bring it back, right? When there is so much to tell. I mean, can we extend this for 2 hours?
I think we'll have to extend it to another episode. But yeah, pretty much.
No, but I mean, think about it. This Oasis Park idea is not just the trees. I mean, this is our goal, the CO2, right? But the animals coming back, other plants are growing. You can even measure when you have like 10 square kilometers of forest. There is already a climate change, microclimate change, more rainfall. The temperatures are going down, even in the desert. I mean, there are so many positive side effects. And when we are looking at the Green Idea and Oasis Park, then we are not just looking on Oman or UAE or Saudi Arabia, or even like India has deserts too, right? China has huge deserts, and the deserts are growing. We have the global warming. I mean, it's not getting better. Look in Spain, they have like really big problems with agriculture because, I mean, they don't have the water anymore.
True.
So sorry. I mean, now I'm talking a lot, but
no, it's clearly you're passionate about this topic. So yeah, there's an in-depth answer of yes, Oh Millionaire has a social cause. It's called the Oasis Park. Thank you so much for answering this question in depth with full of passion, as we can see. Stay tuned for another episode of the Oh Millionaire podcast. Keep your questions coming in.
Yes.
And remember, you can't win
if you don't play. And play because, I mean, we want to plant the trees.